loose leaf. And you know that it's silent for those who fight opposite of what's violent. I'm here to set fire to all you burning sheep. Some of you motherfuckers will never wake up.
D-Lo Beats.
This is for all you brain dead sheep, ignoring war and peace. I set fire to the body stiff under the corner sheets. The autopsy reads, another ignorant human being who got caught up in the crossfires of one who ain't afraid to speak. Play this till your eardrums bleed. I'll set all your masons free. I give a fuck in what you believe. Kick that nonsense to me. Round one, you won't make it to C3, nor will you be able to receive your 33rd degree. All my killings come in the verse where many occur. I attack the eye of the all-seeing curse. Jesus is Zeus, then you must worship Lucifer's birth. And I disagree, it's written in red. The Jesuits are in order. Listen to Bruce Lee while smoking trees. I train with killers who honor their beliefs. Wicked lords of the Illuminati, I'm at it again, burning down the Vatican. My shadows vanished before seen on St. Peter's Street. My philosophy on hypocrisy is the meaning of murdering beats. So raise your peace, I'll break your very wrist before your gun bar goes bow. Sifu, Sensei, tell him about the owl in the OVO owl, but with no mathematical breakdown. How about the Moloch ceremony? My style you can't defeat. I'm far from ordinary. Opponents are scared to compete. Holding down my fort with force, the sword I swing. I'm the definition of a catastrophe. And here's a little slap, the best actor in your favorite bat rattle league. Give the kid his trophy, please, or I will have you smacked. The way I rock the planet in plain old fashion, I'm celebrated in March Madness. The sacred math belongs to my godly practice. The omni art I mastered. Your entertainment has your mental captured. A prisoner to Hollywood's caption. Lights, camera, action. The lavish movie magic is crucial, harmful to those not protected from voodoo. I want a celebrity deathmatch with me against Manubo. My heights of achievement are beyond your reach, kid. I was born a genius. On the checkerboard I seldom box with cleaners. My technique is matched to Jimmy Woo's Kung Fu San who's teaching. I'm upset at your brain dead sheep who fell asleep in front of your TV set. Instead of spring cleaning, only blood stains I'm leaving. Live on MREC I made a mess. PowerPoints that no one can test. Contestants, what's your testament? Keep testing. I've told one, I'll tell another, I'll send you where pockets. Mic check, 1, 2, 1, 2. What's today's mathematics? Feed them the scoop. Hashtag fake news. Truthfully, the sheep don't wanna know where the truth lives. Then you can count on sheep following sheep. This is a war I can't win without a team. So be prepared for my army of black belts. We're here to send your legion back to hell. Otherwise I do it myself. Uncompromised radio, restoring order. Sign up if you wanna help. Join the witch hunt, unveil the serpent's tail. Lead us to your dragon's lair so I can ring his doorbell. Tough talk ain't much from a cartoon character. A cemetery's barbaria. Worse than the corona, I'll cause mass hysteria. Only ninjas wear a mask, so that's we're not identified by your neighbor. Don't be a slave to the government's network. Dancing in a masquerade for your labor parade. I'm more ready, juggling grenades. Rhyming like a ticking time bomb, I stay calm. I can defuse a short fuse by adding fire to the fuel. Like my decodes, I move in silence. Sounding off alarms, I'm immune to the violence. Hey yo, my firearms will be used for the tyrants. So come on and try it. Death grips, extra clips, I'm applying. The righteous angel gave me the angle on the occult science.
Of nature? Well then, come on down to Captain Spaulding's Museum of Monsters and Madmen. Yeah, see the alligator boy. Ride my famous murder ride. Most of all, don't forget to take home some of my tasty fried chicken. Ha ha! It just tastes so damn good.
How you doing?
Full of guns.
D-Lo Beats.
Check my wordplay. Fuck what you heard. side rule for quite some time. There's many men who claim to bear the light. I'll gun down the eye of the alumni. If I take my nickel plate, I'll eliminate your top 5. Politics and parasites, lunatics leeching off rights. No cure to the itch, worshipping a lunar eclipse. I caught a glimpse of the witches brewing suspense, with the woman suspended in webs above flames, drinking blood of the dead. Oh God, I wish I knew what this dream meant. A conflict with Congress meant power and enslavement to trade men. Instead of holding the holy manuscript, there's an army waiting for only one commandment. So I'm taking orders, ready to get the party lit. Warfarers are only understanding of a first aid kit. Bandages and balloons, the veteran parades next. Vacate the premises, we're in an age where every day is dangerous.
Go! What's your sole purpose in this army? To do whatever you tell me, drill sergeant? God damn it, Tom! You're a goddamn genius. That's the most outstanding answer I've ever heard. You must have a goddamn IQ of 160. You are goddamn gifted, Private Gump.
But when you swung on man, that shit looks scripted. But when you swung on man, that shit looks scripted. Like you was thinking about it before you did it. Biting your lip, lining your arm up. It's damn near missing. Big shit.
To start, I wanted to thank you. Years ago, you introduced me to Busta Rhymes, and you said, this guy is going to be the biggest thing come out of battle rap. And currently, you're a prophet. Thank you. I appreciate you, sir.
We're going to start like that.
Yeah.
That's a good start. It's a good starting point right there.
Right.
Matt Hopper, welcome to Vlad TV.
I'm here, man. I'm back.
You're back. It's been some
Where's
years.
the couch bed?
The couch is around. There's a couch over there in the back. You know, there's another couch over there. But now we got the...
For the record, I was the first to lay on the couch.
Yeah, you're right.
For the record, I was the first to lay on the couch. Yeah, you're right.
For the record, I was the first to lay on the couch.
Yeah, you're right.
Nigga, you gay.
That's
Put
the
your feet
first
up.
one. Yup.
You know, the whole nine.
Right.
The whole nine.
Music, and you know, I changed my life. I got involved with I started researching a lot of religions because I was seeing a lot of shit happening. Friends getting killed, people getting shot in front of me and stuff. I just wanted to know more about what was going on. Like, what was the purpose? I started searching for the sense of purpose. And I got involved with the Israelites.
Oh, the Black Israelites?
The Black Israelites, but not the ones that
in Times
I'm
Square.
not trying to, not the guys that look like they're gonna hand you a pamphlet and fly away into the sky. You know, the Star David just shoots out with their hands and shit. Not those guys.
Dressed like superheroes, basically.
Yeah.
No,
and I'm not knocking that because you know, if that's that's what you want to do. That's what you want to do.
They usually get mad at me if I'm walking by with a black woman, like.
Yeah,
I usually get yelled at, like, sister, you don't need to be with that white man. That's my experience with the Black Israelites sometimes.
Thus saith the Lord. Like, it's crazy. It's crazy, but not. You know, I actually researched Islam, Buddhism, Christianity, and you know those three things pretty much came from the Torah. So that's the direction I went into. Started speaking with some brothers that were like part of camps, different camps around Brooklyn. It was still gang shit going on. It was temples that had beef with other temples and they were trying to set each other up. Once they started breaking everything down, he left from another temple, but to leave from that temple, you had to take like a walk. The walk was all the soldiers of the temple line up, like 2 rows. You walk down the middle, and they beat the crap out of you.
The walk was all the soldiers of the temple line up, like 2 rows. You walk down the middle, and they beat the crap out of you.
Yo, for real?
Yeah.
This is a religion.
This is this is religion. You know what I mean? Like,
Yo, for real? Yeah. This is a religion. This is this is religion. You know what I mean? Like,
yo, for real?
Yeah.
This is a religion.
This is this is religion. You know what I mean? Like,
yo, that's crazy.
Slash,
I've never heard of this before.
But that wasn't necessarily the religion. That was something they had within each camp. It was like an army. They would recruit you. So
that's crazy. Slash, I've never heard of this before. But that wasn't necessarily the religion. That was something they had within each camp. It was like an army. They would recruit you. So
apparently, we have a scuffle between Hitman Holla and Sue Surf. Saw the video, it wasn't nothing crazy, nobody was swinging and getting hit, but you have Beasley and Smack trying to hold them back. Now, I gotta ask, I know Caps and Dre, we spoke on this a little bit right here before the show. Is this fake? Is this publicity?
That shit look fake as hell if you ask me, dude. It don't look real at all, dude. They must have a battle coming up or some shit like that, I'm thinking.
So you want some WWF shit then, basically? This is the
that's how it looks. That's how it looks to me. It look like that. I see Charlie Clips is saying on Twitter that it's real and shit. Well, that shit look real.
But I ain't gonna lie though. I looked at Timo's Abby. I'm like, let me see what the Abby God is working with here. Look on this shit, man. Look, his facial expression looked real. I didn't see the video. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna take out his work video.
Yeah, video. That shit look fake, dude. That shit don't look real, yo. There's 2 videos up.
But why they gotta resort to that if they trying to sell a battle? They don't gotta resort to that in this time of their career.
I think they're trying to make an aggressive match out of that. To build up publicity, build up to you know what I'm saying? To build the hype.
But if the Hitman and Surf, you gotta resort to this shit? If it's on some bullshit?
I don't know.
We ain't gotta do none of that. There's too many people. Watch your back. Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. This ain't our side of town, homie. I'll be back too when I come back. We gonna see when you talk that on my set. It's on my set.
Yo, that's crazy.
Slash,
I've never heard of this before.
But that wasn't necessarily the religion. That was something they had within each camp. It was like an army. They would recruit you. So
that doesn't happen, but T-Rex is in the building. He's standing right there. But for some reason, he won't battle you. Whatever. Then they say, okay, you're going to have to battle this guy. You never seen him before. Whatever, that's cool. It's an opportunity.
Whatever, that's cool. It's an opportunity.
Yo, that's crazy.
Slash,
I've never heard of this before.
But that wasn't necessarily the religion. That was something they had within each camp. It was like an army. They would recruit you. So
Ghostwriter, nigga, B.I.G. See, I'm possessed with this. Last engineer I did a section with tried to clock me up in the booth to call an exorcist. Any beat young Brooklyn to work off, but hungry even Snoop Dogg and look with his shirt off. There's 2 types of niggas in life. The niggas that find bitches and fuck them, and the niggas that... Yo, son, get on my face, son. Get on my face, son.
Yo, that's crazy.
Slash,
I've never heard of this before.
But that wasn't necessarily the religion. That was something they had within each camp. It was like an army. They would recruit you. So
Now, see, if you got beef, then move something. Finally, Daddy's spending time with me.
Man, cut it out, man.
You gonna disrespect
Cut it
me?
out. I'm saying you pushing niggas,
you
man.
can't
Cut it
just
out.
sprinkle
Cut it out,
water on
man. Cut it out, bro. Nah, don't do that. Don't do that.
You just sprinkle. Don't do that. Bro, you just sprinkle water on me.
Come
Bro,
on,
you sprinkle water. I'm just telling you. You sprinkle water on me, my nigga. I'm not
pushing niggas.
My nigga, you sprinkle water. Get out my face, son.
Just finish your bar.
Get out my face, son.
Just rap.
Get out my face, son.
Just rap,
All right, let's go.
Just rap.
Seen what I did to Cat.
Yo, that's crazy.
Slash,
I've never heard of this before.
But that wasn't necessarily the religion. That was something they had within each camp. It was like an army. They would recruit you. So
that's crazy.
Slash,
I've never heard of this before.
But that wasn't necessarily the religion. That was something they had within each camp. It was like an army. They would recruit you. So, you know.
And there it is. And there it is. And there it is.
That's crazy.
Slash,
I've never heard of this before.
But that wasn't necessarily the religion. That was something they had within each camp. It was like an army. They would recruit you. So, you know.
He know he dead, don't nobody touch him. Hold on. Let me get up. Let this fuck up. What the fuck are you doing, bro? Let me get up. You think I see you hate my baby mom, nigga? I did it, nigga. Huh, nigga? You gonna lie? You gonna lie, you piece of shit? Yo, let me get up, nigga. Suck a dick. Yo, stop. What the fuck? Bitch ass nigga. Nigga, shit on this side. Yo, son. Bitch ass nigga. You shit. You think I see you hate my baby mom, nigga? Yo, bro, come on. You see what I'm saying? That's wrong. Don't touch him. Don't touch him. Don't touch him. Don't nobody touch him. He know he dead. Don't nobody touch him. Hold on. Let me get up. Let this fuck up. What the fuck are you doing, bitch ass nigga? Let me get up. You think I see you hate my baby mom, nigga? I did it, nigga. Huh, nigga? You gonna lie? You gonna lie, you piece of shit? Yo, let me get up, nigga. Suck a dick. Yo, stop. What the fuck? Bitch ass nigga. Nigga, shit on this side. Yo, son. Bitch ass nigga. You shit.
Another temple, but to leave from that temple, you had to take like a walk. The walk was all the soldiers of the temple line up, like 2 rows. You walk down the middle, and they beat the crap out of you.
Yo, for real?
Yeah. And
this is a religion.
This is this is religion. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah, that's crazy.
Slash,
I've never heard of this before.
But that wasn't necessarily the religion. That was something they had within each camp. It was like an army. They would recruit you. So, you know, you joined the army, you had responsibilities. But, you know, I was a pretty smart kid. I figured out like, oh, wait a minute. Okay, so the missions that y'all being sent on was because he had a problem with these guys moving in on his block. Oh, this is what's going on here. And I remember going to a temple meeting, and the chief of the temple walked in. He put a .357 revolver on the table, and he said, "I could keep the temple open. I just need a brick." And I said, oh yeah. I said, oh yeah. I'm still in the shit. I'm like, yo, I'm still in the shit. This dude was so convinced that there was something that I wasn't dealing with, that he would pull me out of like from amongst my classmates, sit me in front of the class and say shit like, yo, who would you rather do a crime with, me or Justin? I think he was snitch. And I'm like, yo, what the fuck? But later on I understood it. Cause he figured I could be around people, but I wouldn't say anything. I could learn people, but they wouldn't learn anything about me. Like I was guarding something.
Yeah. He figured I could be around people, but I wouldn't say anything. I could learn people, but they wouldn't learn anything about me. Like I was guarding something. Yeah.
Run that. Aspect 1, you gotta run that too, nigga. All you niggas involved in that shit gotta run that. Niggas putting my name in that shit.
This fool really fucking tore me up and shit, bro. Look at this fucking shit. Look at this fucking shit. No real bruises, though. I got no bruises on my face. You already know.
It's cool, though. It's cool. It's whatever, my nigga. Like I told y'all, niggas gotta run that, my nigga. Niggas gotta, that's my nigga. That's my nigga. My nigga put my life in a fucked up situation, so niggas gotta run that. Aspect 1, you gotta run that too, nigga. All you niggas involved in that shit gotta run that. Niggas putting my name in that shit.
The numbers sound different when the word's attacking you. This is slurred gematria.
The numbers sound different when the words attacking you. This is slurred gematria.
The numbers sound different when the words attacking you. This is slurred gematria.
Say this, and I don't beyond. I know gematria, dog, but we lost the energy. And what could they do so that they don't be placed in the stereotypical side of this war? What could they do? It's like, man, like we lost the energy. We lost the energy in battle rap that is beyond. I know gematria, dog, but we lost the energy.
I know gematria, dog, but we lost the energy.
The numbers sound different when the word's attacking you. This is slurred gematria.
I know gematria, dog, but we lost the energy.
The numbers sound different when the word's attacking you. This is slurred gematria.
I know gematria, dog, but we lost the energy and the culture that is beyond. Now, I do want to say this. I kind of want to say this, and I don't want to put bad energy in the world, and I don't even think this is bad energy, but it just really hurts my heart to see that when somebody died, the amount of love that they get.
It's my heart to see that when somebody died, the amount of love that they get.
It just really hurts my heart to see that when somebody died, the amount of love that they get.
A memorial drive was held tonight to pay respects to the Halifax rapper Pat Stay. Community members and car enthusiasts gathered at Point Pleasant Park to come together to show their support for Stay and his family. The memorial drive was organized by the 902 crew as a way to show their support for those grieving, but also as a call to end violence.
Raising awareness to the community and showing our support for family and everybody that loves Pat. He had a lot of influence in the community. It's very well known. He brought that name to Nova Scotia, and we really had a lot of respect for him. And
stop the violence in the city. Show support to Pat's family and stop violence and the shootings and the stabbings. It sucks. I got kids that go out there. Everyone else got kids.
The 902 crew said they were selling memorial bumper stickers and had already raised $125 for the Stay family.
I master mathematics, smash on craftmatics. The cashmatic niggas got flash and cash habits. I don't flash.
Type and the blood sacrifice, you get into all that type of stuff. Right? On that other side of things, like the whole, say, go to lane of selling your soul being spiritual, your soul being He's equated that to what selling your soul really is. Okay. I know you can go the lane of selling your soul being spiritual, but that's the power of music. Music is healing. Music is destroying. It's both. It's both. You know what I'm saying? It's like, to me, and this is a whole nother topic I can get into. I could do an hour on this, but I've always equated that to what selling your soul really is. Okay. I know you can go the lane of selling your soul being spiritual, selling your soul being, on that other side of things, like the whole satanic, and you can get into the Freemasonry or the Illuminati and all that type, and the blood sacrifice. You get into all that type of stuff, right? You go to Alex Jones for that. I ain't getting into that bag right now. All right. But to me, selling your soul is exchanging what you know to be wrong, whether within your own chest or even if it's just detrimental to all the people around you, for some type of gain. And 9 times out of 10, those gains are money. Who we kidding, right? That's what I've always equated to selling your soul for. Dave Chappelle, once again, he didn't want to sell his soul. When Dave Chappelle did that interview where he was saying, like, why do all of our black actors, get approached by Hollywood and these studios and these producers and these directors to play these female roles or wear a dress? Something's weird. Like, I was approached by at one point, and I turned it down. I said no, and it came back, and they were so persistent and adamant that I do a scene like this, and I was just like, why? Like, no, I'm good. Like, what's your reason for having to have me do this? So why?
Come on, yo, let's get out this ladies' clothing. Get into our tights.
That wig on, or do that Pulp Fiction scene that we were talking about earlier in this podcast. And to me, those are forms of selling your soul.
And we went down that whole road. We was down that road for hours about, like, yo, man, like, it's just crazy about, like people like fleeing and slavery. And he like, yo, man, like, Pat was one of the few people that really knew what was up in the world, and he didn't like it. He knew what's really going on in the world, and he ain't stand on that side. And for that reason is why I always fuck with Pat beyond measure. He ain't stand on that side. He didn't stand on that side of the line where, like, I'm going to just say this. There's mad people that are low-key racist. They not racist in real life, but they low-key racist. There's mad non-black people that are super low-key racist, but Pat was one of them niggas that most definitely stood in that line of understanding, like, yo, shit fucked up. I remember when the shit happened in Canada, the shit popped up in Canada about the Canada Catholic schools eating all the indigenous children. Pat was the first person to hit me. Yo, like, you seen this shit? I'm like, yo, yeah, Pat, I seen this shit. He's like, bro, Canada has, like, a crazy dark-ass history, too. Like, he like, yo, this is not the only school. It's other schools. It's all type, like it's fucked up out here, man. They present this shit as being so nice and free health care, and it's so perfect. Like, Canada's fucked up. It has a very fucked up past. I'm like, yo, man, like, Pat really stood on that side of the line, man. And this might be things that y'all didn't see in public, but he really stood on that side of the line. Yo, how can I make change? Yo, like, what the fuck can I do to make change? Like, it was just so many conversations we had, and it's maximum conversations that I have with, like, my non-black friends, and they go through life trying to figure out what could they do. What could they...
It's okay to talk about stuff. Like, I don't understand what all the secret, but everything's a secret. It's weird. Let me show you guys. I don't know what that was. Okay, here it is.
So look at this. So under this video on Facebook, and I went. This isn't like, oh, it was Photoshop. No, this is real. I went to Facebook myself and pulled this up. This is my screenshot. So Pat Stay did this video a while ago, 4 months ago. Adam Drake, and it's his profile. It's his profile. It says right here, can't wait to give you a big hug. 4 months ago. What the fuck? What the fuck is that? Chat. And then look, people are responding to him. First degree murder for you, LOL. Not his first. Let's see how fast he gets out this time. Canadian justice system. It's a fucking joke. Blah, 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 blah. So what do you guys, what does this mean? Did he know him? This isn't a random guy. And what does can't wait to give you a big hug mean? You know what I'm saying? I think there's more to this story than he just broke up a fight. I'm not lying. And all y'all people, like, you got to relax. Like, we got to stop treating everything like it's so untouchable. We're not allowed to talk about it. Like, just calm down, man. Let's act like grown-ups, please. Can we act like grown-ups for once, or is everything, like, weird? Like, come on, man. That's weird. So, Kevin, what's the truth? You have the truth. What's the truth? Talk to us. You can't just say you have the truth. Type the truth. Type it. What's the truth? Or your version of it. Come on, Kevin. We're waiting. What does hug mean? I'll tell you in an IG via video. Okay. Do it now. How about that? Can you do it before we get off the live? All right. So that's fucking weird. That's all I'm going to say. All right. I don't know anything else but this. And the fact the guy had and this is I know this is the Dead Docket Nation. Every time y'all come at me and say if Chris was innocent, why is he in jail? This motherfucker murdered somebody in 2016 and he wasn't in jail. So shut the fuck up. That's not a defense. Just because someone is in jail doesn't mean they're fucking innocent. I mean, guilt or not, yeah, innocent. All right, that's crazy. So, you know. All right, cool, Kevin, cool. So that's what it is. That's what it is. And that's what it is.
It's another ritual. It's another ritual. Smack out here making. It's another ritual. Smack out here making human sacrifices. Switch devices. Beam on goods. We check the prices. Switch.
Most loners are alone. I feel all one. Not half a one, the whole where the half is from. A whole is but a circle, which is actually none. I'll go back to one, before two, 42, 42, fortitude, Adam, then it's 6 atoms. 4 and 2's 8, infinity went vertical. 0 with a twist, like a Taurus or a Mobius strip. It's the holy of the holy of glyphs. Number 9 is a 1 with his nose on his dick. Number 2 is synonymous with more than just shit. Duality when the polar is split. Cross suns, your solar eclipse. Devil 18s that know the 3-6. Deep thesis. The 0 is an egg with the capacity of hatching to any fraction. Imagine in your brain. I'm doing numbers. I'm doing numbers. I'm doing numbers. My mathematics forcing you to wonder. Yeah, I'm doing numbers. I'm doing numbers. Yeah, I'm doing numbers. My mathematics forcing you to wonder. Number 1 is depicted with a straight line. The quickest way to travel within space-time. Number 2 is a 1 on his knees praying. To itself, 1's a capital I. Number 3 is like an open set of handcuffs. Trial tried M8 when clamped up. Uppercase Q is a 0 when it's pissing.
Lowercase q is a 9 when it stands up. Letters are just numbers, and words are like algebra formulas that your brain processes to make colors. Atoms are just pixels, and DNA's coding that's activated by light and then crystallizes within you. 64 codons, 6 plus 4 like the bits in my Nintendo I play Mario on. 10 said 1 merry, oh numericals. 11's 1 in a mirror, do merry go round like the sun do. Time starts with the 1, ends with the 1, 2, or 12. Slow down to 12's what I run to. Forward like the word for, the whole in 1, 2, like 3 4s. Number of disciples of the King, Lord figures that I bring forth. 5 like the points in the pentagram. You flip it, the image is co-headed man. Baphomet, supreme 5 power, yes, the balance between Ra and Set. Ra, Set, reset, God in flesh. 5 letters when Allah is text. 5 fingers, 5 toes, and they all in set like 2 arms, 2 legs, head start when they all are stretched. I guess you could say I'm obsessed, counting down to my conscious death. Bless. I'm doing numbers. I'm doing numbers. Yeah, I'm doing numbers. My mathematics forcing you to wonder. Yeah, I'm doing numbers. Yeah, I'm doing numbers. Yeah, I'm doing numbers. My mathematics forcing you to wonder. When I think about what numbers are, my brain gets numbers are 1, solo, soul, Latin for sun and star. The sum of your birth numbers is what you are. My social security is a VIN number. My body is a running car. Bun, base organism. My dimension is the 4th edition. 444, I be portal shifting. I measure time with the silence before the ticking. I'm the first before the second, before the minute. You don't get it when I fidget with these digits. I'm too cold with numbers, frigid. Numb birth, labor with the painkillers. I'm a prescription, listen. 6 is sex, 6 is legs, which insect steps. Sick like incest, sin. Inception of the 6th sense. Incense, 6 sensations. Scarred like a sensation. 3rd rock finish, only 6 days in. Rested on the 7th like a sick day in. In days in. Room I predict days in. A little acid out the big basin. I took the trip that shifts Majins. UCZ, I see 2 7s. A triangle's a 7 in reflection. According to my middle school calculator, 7,734,206 people will go to hell. Whoever coded this reality wrote it well. 1 is a phallus, 0 is a yoni. They made 8 kids and the family is growing. Shit. Doing numbers.
The numbers sound different when the words attacking you. This is slurred gematria. You can't.
It's another ritual. It's another ritual. Smack out here making it's another ritual. Smack out here making human sacrifices. Switch devices. BMO goods. We check the prices. Switch.
Summer Madness 12. I mean, a lot of crazy fuck shit went down. We had Chess out the gate. No, we had this white Jesus out the gate. Again, the blasphemy, the biblical blasphemy. The devil's grandson versus Jesus Christ. Of course, they got to bring out white Jesus for this. And then we get Chess looking like a fairy boy in a choker, looking like he's straight out the devil's playhouse, straight out the devil's playground. He came straight out of Tu Wong Fu. I mean,
hey yo, dog. Does this shirt make me look gay? Nah, man. What about now? Nah. Cool? Yeah.
Chef just got dropped off the school bus from Tu Wong Fu going to Webster's Hall LGBTQ club, where the first Summer Madness was held. Again, and then he's throwing up. Man, if they had prop odds in Vegas for me to bet on this shit, I would have bet the motherfucking house. Look at Chess. Get your shit together, son.
The numbers sound different when the words attacking you. This is slurred gematria. You can't.
So hopefully you'll have.
Now stop it!
More.
Okay.
Oh, it's a really disgusting.
Get away from me!
Oh man, it smells like.
20. Second door on the left. Oh.
I think I can smell her perfume from here.
I'm gonna. Call 911. In here. I think it's.
Who wants shower?
It's gonna be going. Oh dear God! Oh, this is so disgusting. I think I'm gonna puke.
Yo, 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 this is Bruce Lee's philosophy on hypocrisy. You were tuned in. You know this is another one. Fresh out the motherfucking Vatican. We at it again. Summer Madness 12. Not too much to break down since it's just Summer Madness and we've done this Summer Madness numbers before. So we're gonna do this one more again for those barely tuning in. Again, Summer Madness 12. The Devil's Grandson, Surf versus Jesus Christ, JC.
Nigga, this actually a scrimmage. But even the Devil's Grandson gotta look up to JC and ask for forgiveness. And that's exactly.
I really expected to hear a lot more blasphemy biblical bars than I did. But it's all good, right? Alright. Summer Madness 12. This event is in Charlotte, North Carolina. The Queen's granddaughter. Before I say this event, Summer Madness, is a Queen Elizabeth and Pat Stay memorial. Alright, that's why we see Hollow the Dawn dressed as Pat Stay.
What's up, handsome? Can I call you handsome? Nah, I'm by myself. What up, baby?
And URL doing a Pat Stay tribute that really made Pat Stay look like a fruitcake.
I was gonna say to Hollow, I was gonna say, you know why I find that gay shit funny? Because I'm not gay. What's wrong, Hollow? Do I rub you the wrong way? Does it make you uncomfortable when I come all in your face? Should I give you a few inches? You want some space? See, I just like how much it bothers you. Yo, earlier he was clowning my Timbs. I said, yours are awful too. You could say we were knocking boots. You can't even enjoy a popsicle without thinking boys are watching you. Won't even eat fruit unless it's picked by a fucking prostitute. Rather walk through a minefield than a fucking men's locker room. You know what I mean? Like, that's some funny ass shit.
No, that was fun.
So let's keep this rolling. The Queen's granddaughter is named Charlotte. North Carolina is a province to Great Britain. So do you see this connection to Great Britain and North Carolina? Province of North Carolina was a province of Great Britain that existed in North America from 1712 to 1776. This was one of 5 southern colonies and one of 13 American colonies. The monarch of Great Britain was represented by the governor of North Carolina until the colonies declared independence on July 4th. Right, this is why this is important, because we're going to get a 7-4 connection using Great Britain, the province of North Carolina, and its independence on July 4th, which can be written as 7-4, the 7th month of the year and the 4th day of the month, written as 7-4, July 4th. Now here are a few numbers on the 74, looking back at Pat's Day on the number 74 that they stamp on rappers. So hip hop's lost one of its best battlers of all time. Rest in peace, Pat Stay. Kings Never Die, posted by Marshall Mathers, also known as Eminem. Kings Never Die equals 74. Eminem fan mail 74. Pat Stay dies at the age of 36. Fatally stabbed, right? Stabbing equals 74. September 4th, the day of his murder, 74. The 4th equals 74. And 187, the penal code for homicide and murder. 187 equals 74. I know you've already seen this and heard this. I don't give a flying fuck. This is for those who need this information. You don't like it, put your chair out the class, alright? Lower Water Street equals 74. The Jesuit killing, which the death of a musketeer, is 74. And the king is 74. This could be a reference to the knife bar king, or the king of kings for the blasphemy connection and mockery to Christ, the king of kings, or the King Charles and the connection to the royal family, right? So the king 74, gang promotion 74 with Whack 100 and the game equals 74. Blood Gang member 74. Machiavelli 74. This is how I will show you the 74 numbers that they stamp on rappers. Machiavelli 74. Tupac 74. Biggie Small 74. Masonic 74. And Lucifer 74 for the blasphemy of Christ. Now, this is...
The numbers sound different when the words attacking you. This is slurred gematria. You can't...
Gematria, we just hear Daylight say gematria during his King Los battle.
The numbers sound different when the words attacking you. This is slurred gematria. You can't...
And while he was doing, giving his grieving towards Pat's Day, someone in his comment brought up gematria, and that's where we get him saying, do I know gematria? So gematria is 74, Jesus 74, Jesus Christ 74, and crossed with the 74. And there you see Machiavelli, Tupac, Don kill Illuminati on a cross for the biblical blasphemy. Keep this rolling. The province of North Carolina, 1712 to 1776. The British flag, there you see the red rosy cross with the royal coat of arms. All right, royal coat of arms of the United Kingdom, or the royal arms for short, is the arms of the domain of the British monarch, currently King Charles. These arms are used by the king in his official capacity as monarch of the United Kingdom. The United Kingdom, the Great Britain, North Carolina, Charlotte, Canadian connection. Canadian first joined the British Commonwealth as independent state in 1931. The modern Commonwealth came into existence in 1949 with the London Declaration, and Canada has played an important role in its evolution. Who is King of Canada? King Charles. Look at the 8 Canadian Jesuit martyrs, right? So this is our London connection to Pat's Day, Canada, and Charlotte, North Carolina. North Carolina's biggest trade is also to Canada. We're gonna keep this rolling with some Summer Madness gematria numbers.
The numbers sound different when the words attacking you. This is slurred gematria. You can't.
Summer Madness with the 187, Ultimate Rap League with the 187. I know we just seen all the 187 numbers in relation to the death of Pat's Day, but we must see them and look at them again for the brain dead sheep who don't understand the truth. Alright? On the day of Pat's Day's death, which was September 4th, the Holy Mass and rite of beatification of Pope John Paul was held live from the Vatican on September 4th, the same day as Pat's Day's death. Look at the meaning of beatification and you will understand the sacrifice. Alright, September 4th, Pope Francis beatified John Paul, who reigned as Pope for only 33 days. In a thunderstorm in St. Peter's Square. St. Peter's Square on Sunday. Remember, Pat's Day's brother's name is Peter. Alright, so many connections, but we are going to keep this rolling. This isn't about Pat's Day, or it could be, since this is a tribute to Pat's Day on Summer Madness stage. I didn't do it, they did. They're reminding you of this, I'm not. Mass of beatification equals 187. This definitely has the Jesuit 187 stamp. The Jesuits founder is Ignatius of Loyola. The Alpha Exploration equals 187 on the Clubhouse connection to WAC 100. And the gang promotion of equals 187. And we see all the fuckery and clown shit that's going on around WAC 100 and this gay and his gay allegations, right?
Nigga, you gay.
So the game disc equals 187. I know a lot of 187 numbers are going to be thrown at you, so all you can do is shut the fuck up and eat it. Alright, the game disc equals 187. The Yacht Club Social equals 187, where Pat's Day was murdered. Ultimate Rap League equals 187. Summer Madness equals 187. The penal code for homicide is 187. Jason Taylor equals 187. The game's birth name, Pat's Day dead at 36 equals 187. For the 10-minute diss track against Eminem, 10-minute diss track equals 187. Patrick's Day dead at 36 equals 187. Hey yo Bruce, feed these motherfuckers the script, son. The number 187 is stamped everywhere in battle rap, along with the Jesuits' infamous number 201. Before we get to the 201, let's look at the number 187 again in battle rap. The homicide, the number of homicide, 187 penal code for murder.
The numbers sound different when the words attacking you. This is slurred gematria. You can't.
Gematria. A equals 1, B equals 2, C equals 3 in the English ordinal. 4 basic ciphers. Ultimate Rap League 187, Society of Jesus 187, Summer Madness 187, The Book of Matthew 187, the first Summer Madness held at the LGBTQ Club, the Devil's Playground, Webster Hall, Math through the first scripted punch. The Book of Matthew equals 187. He's a New York bully. New York bullies equals 187. He's connected to My Expert Opinion. My Expert Opinion equals 187. The New File Show equals 187. I cannot make this shit up. This shit is scripted for a fucking reason. The Brotherhood of Death equals 187. Listen to this. Similar to their enemies, Assassin Brotherhood, the Templar Order also has 3 sacred tenets. Uphold the principles of our order and all that for which we stand. Never share our secrets. Do us until death. Pat Stay was last seen on Death Do Us Part. Do us until death, whatever the cost. Do us until death. Drake's card, Death Do Us Part. Pat Stay was murdered by Adam Joseph Drake. Is that a coincidence? Is that a synchronicity?
It was like promoting a song with T Grizzly, T Grizzly from my city. So I'm battling him. He promoting a movie with people that I've been knowing my whole life from my city. I'm trying to figure out how my ops always end up dealing with the city. I don't know. Is this put together? Is this calculated? At this point, I don't know.
It just happened like that.
Is it calculated?
No.
I don't know. I don't know what's going on. I don't know.
It was
coincidence one time.
It just happened.
That's twice.
Like
third time, I know. What's up?
A cop told my man one time, "Ain't no such thing as coincidence."
Adam Joseph Drake. Adam like Adam and Eve, Joseph like Joseph and Mary, and Drake like the serpent, the snake, the beast, like Smack equals the beast in all 4 ciphers. The Knife Bar King dies at a bar by fatal stab wounds, and they hashtag budget cuts.
Budget cuts! Budget cuts!
The Knife Bar King dies at a bar by fatal stab wounds, and they hashtag budget cuts.
Budget cuts! Budget cuts! Let me tell y'all something, alright? So Smack comes on Hip Hop is Real, and he's talking about, we got budget cuts, we got this, that, and the other, we can't afford Rum Nitty or Geechee Gotti right now. These are my brothers. I love them to death. We're trying to figure it out, but budget cuts, fam. Let me explain something to y'all. Y'all can't in one breath say you sold out Summer Madness in minutes! And then in the next breath talk about budget cuts. Are y'all a successful company or not? Are y'all doing well or not? What do you mean budget cuts? What are you talking about? The app's killing it. You're selling out every venue you go to in seconds. You're doing big things. You're making big moves. You're doing this. You're making millions. And you're coming out here talking about budget cuts. That's wild. And y'all battle rappers, y'all better wake up, bro. Y'all gotta wake up. Alright, y'all have dropped the ball for 20 years! 15 years, whatever it is. Y'all have dropped the ball on these negotiations, bro. Y'all have left it for nothing, where basically all the battlers coming up got nothing to look forward to. Like, this is insane. You have left them nothing. You have left them no legacy. Alright? Y'all try to do this little strike thing and this, that, and the other. You try to do your own thing. You try to do this. You trashed all the other leagues to make it where URL is the only league that counts. Y'all have created this monster. Alright, it's your fault. And now they're talking about budget cuts. Now we all know the caffeine numbers just came out for the last month. All right, 60% drop in the United States in viewership, 47% drop overall in viewership month to month throughout the world. They have dropped down to one of their lowest numbers ever after peaking at one of their highest numbers ever. They have lost their entire audience in 1 month. As the new rounds of investments are going to be coming up in a couple of months here. All right, caffeine is a dying network. It's falling apart. Okay, they have been using caffeine while they sitting on that app. The app that's collecting them multi-million dollars. And I ain't mad at them for collecting multi-million dollars. But you can't talk about budget cuts while you're becoming millionaires. You know what I'm saying? Like, you talking about some culture vulture stuff here. Alright, this is insane. These battle rappers, they get paid a small fee while URL sits back and collects millions. Alright? And I'm not saying URL shouldn't get rich off of this. Of course they should. Alright? But the sharing and the split and the money profit sharing is not, it's almost it should be illegal what's happening. It's worse than the music industry. Like, at least the music industry offers some sort of freaking, you know, residuals. Battle rappers, nothing. People like Sue Surf is the problem. Alright? Sue Surf made it okay for URL to be the only option. He made it where battle rap and URL, this is it. This is, everything else doesn't matter. Alright? And then you created this monster. So they can do whatever they want. Alright?
Come outside.
A-Verb need to come outside,
it's not A-Verb, it's Cocaine V's.
Cocaine V's need to dust his nose off and step the fuck outside, man. Throw them shitty drawers in the hamper. Next time, come strapped with a fucking pamper. We outside, nigga. You hear me?
I don't know what's up with the cocaine part.
Yeah, that's cocaine. Yeah, I don't know what's up with it.
Throwing you off?
Where'd he get that from?
But where's this coming from, Bill? Why does he gotta come outside? Like,
Well, first off, this is how it started, bro. He horny for surf. You horny for surf. You look at Sue Surf. You lick your lips. You lick your lips. You look at Sue Surf. You got the hard eye filter on. You got the filter with the butterflies going. You taking some snapping selfies. You laying on your stomach with your feet in the air.
Wow.
Looking at surf. You horny.
Budget cuts! Budget cuts!
Danny Myers, which is good for us. I want to see more Danny Myers, fine. But they also gotta have all these bums who are just happy to be there, who ain't trying to get no real money, and URLs is gonna go back to how things were before the caffeine shit, where they just had the app, which was already signs of them selling out. All right, trust me, URL was selling out way before caffeine got involved. Caffeine just gave them the life support. They gave them all that money for nothing. That's why these motherfuckers be lying about the numbers. I saw a post from Caffeine saying that 2.1 live viewers were watching Summer Madness 11. You motherfuckers is liars, man. Y'all just liars. Lying about the numbers, bro. If URL's Summer Madness 11 had 2.1 million live concurrent viewers, that would be the most viewed live streamed event in history. I think fucking when they first revealed the Sony PlayStation 4 or PlayStation 3, that had like 2 million live concurrent viewers. They want you to believe that Summer Madness 11, seeing Chilla Jones versus Tay-Rock, they want you to believe Chilla Jones versus Tay-Rock was more viewed live than the revealing of the PlayStation 3 or the PlayStation 4. I don't remember which one it was. Stop lying, you lying motherfuckers, bro. Stop lying, man. I don't even think that. Yo, nah. I'm bugged. I thought definitely the NBA Finals had more than 2 million live concurrent viewers, but it wasn't by much, bro. Lately, these live streamed events, they've been dying in viewership, going lower in viewership because people got other shit to do. People are focused on other shit. There's so many different.
The numbers sound different when the words attacking you. This is slurred gematria. You can't.
The Knife Bar King dies at a bar by fatal stab wounds, and they hashtag budget cuts. How ironic.
So, all you fucking goof troops, Latter-day Saints, I wish you would try to say something to me. You
what the fuck was that? Oh, I thought after my research, I thought you didn't.
How ironic.
Caffeine puts out a post on Facebook. 2.1 million people watched Summer Madness last year. Bullshit. Bled to death equals 201. Bled to death equals 2.1. Night of main events equals 201. Night of main events equals 2.1. The 2.1 million people watched Summer Madness last year is all Jesuit mockery, trickery, and blasphemy that they're throwing in front of your face, my friends. The 2.1 million is the 201 Jesuit stamp. The 201 Jesuit stamp again in battle rap. 2.1 million people watched Summer Madness last year. This is the 201 code. The bled to death. Pat Stay bled to death for the 201 Jesuit ritual. Illuminati ritual equals 201. Illuminati ritual equals 201. Hello? Hello? McFly? Anybody there?
I gotta have time to
The province of North Carolina, the connection to Great Britain, the King Charles and Queen Elizabeth.
The numbers sound different when the words attacking you. This is slurred gematria. You can't.
Who died just a few days after Pat Stay. For those who say I'm reaching with the North Carolina 201, the Royal Coats of Arms equals 201. The Royal Coats of Arms equals your 2.1 million. Royal Coats of Arms in historylearning.com. There you see it, the Royal Coats of Arms. Again, Pat Stay bled to death for the 201. Pat Stay bled to death for this Jesuit sacrifice. The Holy Bible with a 201. We're going to get into some biblical blasphemy. Again, we're dealing with the Ultimate Rap League and the Battle Rap. We get the 187 and the 201 connection stamped everywhere. We just got done breaking down the 201 with Night of Main Events. Night of Main Events equals 201. Night of Main Events equals your 2.1 million. Jesuit 201 stamp. Wake up, people, my friends. It is right in front of your face. Pat Stay bled to death for the 201. The Domus Sanctae Marte is where the Pope sleeps. The Domus Sanctae Marte equals 201. The Holy Bible equals 201. The Pope who sleeps in the Domus Sanctae Marte, his name is George Mario Bergoglio. His name equals 201. The suite that he sleeps in and the Domus Sanctae Marte is suite 201. My friends, wake up to the 2.1 million. This is a Jesuit stamp. The black Q worship that the Romans and the Italian.
The numbers sound different when the words attacking you. This is slurred gematria. You can't.
Or yeah, the Italians worship this, right? The Saturnalia held in Rome. The Saturn worship. The Roman god of Saturn equals 201. The Jesuit order equals 201. What does this have to do with battle rap? You tell me if you can't see the fucking connection. The Jesuits are the order of the Illuminati. Order of Illuminati equals 201. The Knights Templar, the Red Cross, Britain, the royal family. Wake the fuck up. Brain dead sheep, or fuck it, I don't give a fuck. Stay asleep with your head stuck in the motherfucking fence, cause we're gonna set fire to all your burning fucking sheep. Night of Main Events. The 201 stamp, the 2.1 million stamp, the Horn God.
The numbers sound different when the words attacking you. This is slurred gematria. You can't.
Equals 201. You know the Horn God, the Baphomet.
Talk about we pro-black, and niggas gotta stop doing this. I don't fuck with that. I don't fuck with that. I don't fuck with that. So you gotta understand what somebody's already standing for. So and I don't know smack, but you already throwing up shit. You can't confuse me. You're not from Texas. That is the Baphomet. That is the fucking boule. That is Masonic stupid shit. You trying to push an agenda, and it's like, yo, my nigga, we gotta clean up our whole hip hop. That's not hip hop. Yeah, that's not hip hop. You know what I'm saying?
Yes, sir.
Script. Watch these actors all you want. Just don't make them your fucking idols. Just don't worship these motherfuckers, alright? It's all entertainment. This is Bruce Leaf. You know the F is silent for those who fight opposite of what's violent. Peace, we out. Oh yeah, I got some shit for y'all to watch to help connect the fucking dots, alright? So get your laugh on, grab your popcorn, roll up, and enjoy. Peace, I'm out.
The numbers sound different when the words attacking you. This is slurred gematria. You can't.
Attention to detail from every aspect of our branding, the mindfulness of the numerology and godly elements of everything we do. Everything about what we do is deliberate, down to the lunar eclipse tonight. Thank you.
They said stop. Everybody do that over there. It's not that right. Hey, stop. We gotta redo that. Hey, stop. We gotta redo that.
And it's all scripted. You know what I mean? The way this came together is part of the script. And it's all scripted. Yeah, exactly. You know what I'm saying? To be real, what you talking about also, the Drake got his own phone? Yeah, sure.
The numbers sound different when the words attacking you. This is slurred gematria. You can't.
It's another ritual. It's another ritual. Smack out here making. It's another ritual. Smack out here making human sacrifices. Switch devices. Beam on goods. We check the prices. Switch. And this was every night. Hustling under the full moon. I was stuck in the grind. Witchcraft. I knew me and my sorcery up at this time. I got connected. I got
to go with these deuces. Blasphemy.
Is it because I told you I would write the battle with you? Want to play swear to God now? Swear to God, you ain't tell me you was moving to Atlanta so we could trade ideas soon as you fly down. My ain't far away. His rap book looked like a Bible. The boy only write a bar a day. So either you don't know the word or you ain't hearing the math. John 3:16's take him about a year and a half. Angel prayers, nothing like the devil's. Different shit. Lord, we've been outside since Genesis and pray that every bullet that enter us exit us. You can't find that in Leviticus. Solid.
So this is something I wanted to say to you. Very, very important. I've been a studier of music, science, art, mathematician.
The numbers sound different when the words attacking you. This is slurred gematria. You can't.
The actual numbers and codes that goes into it. And so when they talk about
the numbers sound different when the words attacking you. This is slurred gematria. You can't.
I master mathematics, smashed on craftmatics. The cashmatic niggas got flash and cash habits. I don't.
The North American martyrs were Jesuit priests and brothers who ministered to the Wendat people in North America. They arrived in the middle of a vicious conflict between the Wendat or Hurons and the Haudenosaunee or Iroquois, which was at once a trade war and a proxy war between expanding French and British empires. Suspected by all parties, especially due to the smallpox the Europeans often carried, the missionaries worked with Wendat communities, integrating the spiritual work of preaching the gospel with meeting the physical needs of the people they served by bringing new technologies and medical treatments. They were martyred by the Haudenosaunee between 1642 and 1649.
It appeared to us like a great sea, because there was a great south wind blowing at the time. We looked for some favorable spot to make a winter camp and discovered a very pretty river at the mouth of which we camped. I call it the earthly paradise of Canada, because there is assuredly no more beautiful region in all this land. The woods are open, interspersed with beautiful meadows, watered by rivers filled with fish and beaver, an abundance of fruit, and what is more, so full of game that we saw at one time more than 100 roebucks in a single band, herds of 50 or 60 hinds, and bears fatter and of better flavor than the most savory pigs of France. We saw no stranger for 3 months, at the end of which our men, while hunting, discovered a number of Iroquois coming to this place to hunt beaver. They would visit us and found us in a very good cabin, whose construction they admired, and afterwards they brought every Indian who passed that way to see it. For that reason, we had built it in such a fashion that we could have defended ourselves for a long time against these barbarians.
On March 23, 1670, 2 French missionaries, Dollier de Casson and René de Branon de Galinée, planted a cross to mark their sojourn there. It bore an inscription which stated that they and 7 Frenchmen were the first to winter on the Lake Erie shore, and that they had taken possession of the land in the name of King Louis XIV of France as an occupied country by attaching his arms to the foot of the cross. A few days later, the group set out again down the river, only to meet with a journey-ending tragedy. A storm damaged a large portion of their supplies, and they were forced to return to Montreal. The original purpose in their trek had been to carry the Christian religion to the tribes of the far southwest. This goal going unaccomplished, their journey was not in vain. The tales they told and the maps they created would become important to the explorers and settlers who would come here over 100 years later.
Canonize. Beatification. Beatification.
Shout out to all the winners last night on Patreon. We like Buffalo over the Rams. They had the numbers. It's all about them number games. But again, Buffalo does go by that nickname, the Queen City. Big win for Buffalo on the anniversary, or the day of the death of the Queen. And we covered that yesterday. But like I said, if you watched yesterday's stream about Queen Elizabeth's death, I said, watch, they'll do something on 9/9. Because again, Prince Philip died at age 99 on April 9th, the 99th day of the year. And again, Queen Elizabeth, her birth name, which does have Mary in it. Again, she died on the Virgin Mary's birthday. Going with the fleur-de-lis, the Catholic thing on her crown. But her birth name has gematria of 99. 99. And look at what's going on 9/9. King Charles is going to give his first address as king. And remember, her death was 67 days before his birthday. The word king equals 67. He's going to give his first address on 9/9, which you could argue from today to his birthday is a span of 67 days. You can look at it that way. You could also say it's 66 days before his birthday on 9/9. If Jimi Hendrix was there, he'd say if 6 was 9. But remember, in Jewish gematria, the word king also equals 66, right? King is 66. Think about the Purple Rain. Think about King James. What team's he playing on? The Lakers. And remember, the name LeBron James equals 66 with numerology. LeBron is 66. When he first arrived in LA, remember when he first made it to LA coming from the Cavs and Cleveland Cavaliers, that's a name that pays tribute to the English Civil War. The Cavaliers are named after King Charles. But when he went to the Lakers, remember, 2 former UCLA players both dropped dead, and both of their deaths were in connection to the number 67, which connects with king, as well as the phrases blood sacrifice and human sacrifice. And let's not forget, when Prince died, not only did we predict Prince's death, I would die for you, number 4 letter U. U is 21, 421, that's the Queen's birthday. Queen's birthday is April 21st, the day Prince died, royalty. But when Prince died, that's what I was going to say. Prince died 66 days after Vanity's death, which was the day of the 58th Grammys. It was also a span of 67 days from Vanity's death. Prince Charles becomes the king, Purple Rain. Again, the whole world of entertainment, news, celebrity, all intertwined, all ritualistically connected. And for all the people, 15 years ago, before I knew gematria, I would have looked at these.
The numbers sound different when the word's attacking you. This is slurred gematria. You can't.
Things I've been like, man, I see what they're doing. People have been like, I don't know. It could all be a coincidence. But you learn gematria and you see the numbers behind it, and you can really prove what they are doing mathematically by this Kabbalistic code. Again, this whole letters and numbers thing comes from Kabbalah, which is the ancient knowledge going back to Babylon that was once exclusive to the world elite. And, you know, you think world elite, you think royal family. But, again, you know, his dad dies at 99 on the 99th day of the year. His mom name equals 99. She's dead the day before 99, and now he's that's why I said yesterday, they'll do something on 99. I should have just, if I wasn't so tired, I probably would have said, you know, Charles will have his big thing tomorrow. And sure enough, his first address on 99. All of you guys with all the coincidence stuff, you got to stop. You're killing us all. All of you seriously, all of you coincidence theorists, you're literally worse than the Illuminati. You're literally worse because you're the one.
I don't know.
It was
coincidence is one time.
It just happened.
Back to back years. It's twice.
Like,
the third time I know. What's up?
A cop told my man one time, ain't no such thing as coincidence.
All of you guys with all the coincidence stuff, you got to stop. You're killing us all. All of you seriously, all of you coincidence theorists, you're literally worse than the Illuminati. You're literally worse because you're the one.
The first recognized Masonic lodge in the world was the Kilwinning Lodge, Lodge Number 0, or Mother Lodge of Scotland. And its origin dates back to the year 1140, when the Masons, who were building the neighboring abbey of Kilwinning, organized themselves into a guild. Scotland has been the epicenter of many events that seem to connect Freemasonry with the Order of the Knights Templar. To understand how, we will need to go back to the First Crusade, when two young noblemen fought side by side to free Jerusalem from the Turks. One, Hugh de Payenne, would become the founder of the Knights Templar. The other, Henry Sinclair, a Scottish knight of Norman descent, would sire a dynasty that centuries later would be of vital importance for the birth of Freemasonry. The Order of the Knights Templar was founded in Jerusalem as a monastic and military order by Hugh de Payennes and 7 other knights after obtaining papal blessing. The Templars excavated the ruins of King Solomon's temple, and legend has it they unearthed a fabulous treasure. Whether or not there is any truth in this legend, the fact is that soon after, they became immensely rich and powerful. Some speculate that they had recovered documents that demonstrated Jesus had left descendants, thus putting the Church of Rome on the rack, who, prompted by extortion or otherwise, granted the Templars enormous benefits. Whatever the case might be, history does tell us that on returning from Jerusalem, Hugh de Payennes visited Scotland, where he established the first oratorium outside the Holy Land, on territory belonging to the Sinclair clan. One legend has it that the Sinclairs, Saint-Clair in French, are Merovingian descendants of an alleged lineage stretching back to Jesus Christ.
We have then a precursor of Scottish Freemasonry fighting side by side with the creator of the Knights Templar. This is the first fact in a sequence of coincidences that has given rise to a good deal of speculation. There are more curious facts.
The Knights Templar became the financiers of monarchs all over Europe. A profitable but dangerous business that eventually sealed their fate. The persecution of the Knights Templar was unleashed in 1307, when Pope Clement VII, pressured by King Philip of France, who was enormously indebted to them, accused them of several heresies, including sodomy, adoration of the devil, Baphomet, and many other mortal sins. The Knights Templar were persecuted, tortured, and their order finally eliminated.
Grand Master Jacques de Molay was imprisoned and tortured for 7 years, after which he was convicted to life imprisonment. Faced with the verdict, de Molay, who was already 70 years old, together with his friend Geoffrey de Charnay, claimed that all their confessions had been obtained under torture and that both they and their knights were innocent. That act of bravery sealed their fate.
On the night of March the 18th, 1314. Both were carried to the banks of the River Seine and burnt at the stake. De Molay died facing the Cathedral of Notre Dame, praying, proclaiming his innocence, and cursing both king and pope. But the ambitious King of France could not seize the Templars' wealth. The few knights that fled the massacre apparently carried their mythical treasure with them, and the rest was passed on to the Order of the Hospital, another religious group.
One of the main havens for the surviving Knights Templar was remote Scotland, whose king, Robert the Bruce, had been excommunicated by the Pope. Scotland, the land of Henry Sinclair, fellow adventurer of the first Knight Templar. The saga continues.
In the mid-15th century, a descendant of Henry Sinclair, the Crusader, called William Sinclair, started construction of a chapel in Roslin, to the south of Edinburgh. This chapel, mentioned in the bestseller The Da Vinci Code, was supposedly built to hide the treasure of the Knights Templar in its vault. While this can't be proved, it is undeniable that the chapel is packed with Masonic and Templar symbols, therefore constituting the first ever site where both Masons and Templars left their imprint. Curiously enough, the tabernacle has the same distribution and dimensions of the third reconstruction of King Solomon's Temple in Jerusalem, the very same one that had been excavated by the Knights Templar. Finally, a direct descendant of the builder of the Chapel of Roslin, also called William Sinclair, would become the first Grand Master of Scottish Freemasonry at Kilwinning Lodge. This Mother Lodge is erected on the same grounds that had been visited by Hugh de Payens 400 years before, that is, on Sinclair land.
How much truth is there in the theory that Freemasonry was born to preserve the secret of the Knights Templar? How closely were these organizations really related? Aren't there Knights Templar names and rituals in the York Rite of Freemasonry? Why Knights Templar and not something else? Let's recall the Mason initiation formula. Visit the interior parts of the earth. By rectification, thou shalt find the hidden stone. The Knights Templar dug for years seeking something hidden. Is it all just a peculiar coincidence?
I don't know. It was coincidence one time. It just happened. Back to back years, that's twice. Like, the third time I know what's up.
A cop told my man one time, ain't no such thing as coincidence.
It is indeed possible that both Freemasonry and the Knights Templar were intimately related from the time of their origins. But it is also plausible that they became related somewhat later, due to a simple ideological affinity, since both societies shared an anti-clerical and anti-monarchical ideology, and they both knew very well what it was like to be persecuted.
Perhaps the mysterious bond between Masons and Knights Templar will never be proven, since those who know Masonic secrets are forbidden to reveal them, for fear of painful torture followed by death. Such is the punishment for those brethren who reveal the secrets of the Lodge.
The Oath of the 10th Degree of the Scottish Rite is just one of the many examples of the brutality with which Freemasonry condemns its betrayers. It concludes, "And in failure of this my obligation, I consent to have my body opened perpendicularly and to be exposed for 8 hours in the open air, that the venomous flies may eat my entrails, my head to be cut off and put on the highest pinnacle of the world, and I will always be ready to inflict the same punishment on those who shall disclose this degree and break this obligation." An oath that one would think twice about before breaking.
In the 17th century, Freemasonry acquired such importance that it began to make powerful enemies. Its inner circles became tighter and tighter. Its power to influence society grew in proportion to its expansion. Very soon they began to pull the strings of history, strings that perhaps they still pull today.
Anti-Catholic, libertarian, conspirational, all kinds of accusations have been laid at the door of Freemasonry. Their particular method of organization and their lexicon packed with mystifying words such as rite, orient, apprentice and master have surely contributed to their reputation.
Freemasonry is an international organization that is subdivided into lodges or independent chapters without a global governing authority. In the hierarchy of Freemasonry, there are 3 degrees which are taken in sequence: Apprentice, Fellow of the Craft, and Master Mason. A lodge that confers all 3 degrees is called a Blue Lodge, or Great Lodge, which constitutes the foundation of Freemasonry. Then there are the so-called appendages, such as the York Rite and the Scottish Rite. To reach this hallowed level, one must have first achieved the 3rd degree, that of Master Freemason. The York and Scottish rites offer 10 and 33 degrees respectively, with their corresponding rituals and symbols. Another offshoot of Freemasonry is the Rosicrucian order, that does share a common origin, but also incorporates mystical elements, alchemy, and other philosophical principles that set it apart from what we understand by Freemasonry today.
An understanding of the symbols of Freemasonry will surely help us shed some light on its true purpose and ambitions. If we look carefully enough, we will see their imprints in the most unlikely places, reminders that they have been there too, and still are.
Freemason symbols convey ideas of spiritual growth, and many of them are inspired on those of the original Mason builders. The plumb line suggests rectitude, the spirit level, equality, the set square uprightness, virtue, and forthrightness. It is identified with the worshipful master. The compass symbolizes the Masonic ideals of friendship, morality, and fraternal love. When drawing a circle, the central point is the Freemason, and the circle is his world. The Freemason should live according to the principles of friendship, morality, and fraternal love. The trowel symbolizes the mortar that cements the Mason brethren. The 24-inch ruler stands for the 24 hours of the day. The hammer reminds the Masons that they should work on shaping and improving their character. The 5-pointed star symbolizes the Supreme Being, and also the 5 points of camaraderie, a secret that cannot be revealed. The white ram blanket represents purity. The slipper reminds Masons of their preparations for the degree. To enter the temple, they must remove their shoes and put on slippers. The point inside the circle with the 2 lines running parallel along it, and the book above it, symbolize the earth, the point, the heavens, the circle, and the 2 solstices, the parallel lines, which are the 2 main festive days of the year for Freemasons. The letter G is God, or Gautu, great architect of the universe, and is an American addition. It was first used in the USA, together with the set square and the compass, in around 1850. A very particular way of shaking hands allows Freemasons to recognize each other in secret.
From what we have learnt so far, the accusations and persecutions that Freemasonry has suffered seem to be due more to the prejudice and dogmatic and dictatorial institutions than to its own wrongdoing. So is Freemasonry just an innocent brotherhood that merely seeks to advance the cause of human progress? Its critics have a very different opinion.
Freemasonry has been accused of practically everything.
You know what I'm saying? Or you could even DM me, yo, what you talk about with the brotherhood. Or ask niggas in the brotherhood.
Who's in the brotherhood?
I don't know who's in it no more. I don't, like,
who was in
you know
it when you was in it?
I mean, everybody that was in the All-Star game. Everybody that was in that All-Star game. That's how it started.
Yeah.
It started in the All-Star game.
Right.
You understand?
I thought it started in a hotel room.
What are you talking about, man?
And it started in a hotel room?
No, it started at the All-Star game. That All-Star game that they had before the double impact.
Core.
I'm positive, nigga. Everybody was in. That's what the group chat was for.
Cause I was looking at you funny for a little while, like you in this brotherhood shit.
That shit started in a hotel room.
Nah,
with a bunch of niggas on ecstasy.
Nah. Yo, give me more of what he's drinking because he's bugging the fuck out right now.
Are you sure?
Man, don't play with me like that.
Look.
Don't play with me
Look,
like
man,
that,
I'm not gonna judge you.
Don't
I'm
play
never gonna judge you,
man.
bro. I don't care. I love you. You my bro.
Nah.
Even if you want to be my sister, you my bro. You know what I'm saying?
Nah, nigga.
But that shit didn't start in the hotel room?
No, nigga, it started in
with
the
a bunch of
All-Star
niggas
game.
on ecstasy?
Yo, man, we gonna have to cut this out. He keep talking like this.
I thought that's what it started at.
Nah.
Well, what would inspire a bunch of black men to form a group to hate on other black men?
I think it was. I think people took that completely out of context.
But that's what it became, because it became a secrecy where you don't know who's in it specifically. You just know when niggas stop fucking with you because you messed with one of them. So
Wake the fuck up or get broke the fuck up. The wisdom we apply, son, soak this shit up. If it was sex, son, you probably smoke this shit up. So wake the fuck up or get broke the fuck up.
Yo, we are the street soldiers of the dark side of the planet. I give killing orders like a lieutenant. Hit the planet Earth and explode like a human cannon. The universal author, born to kill saga. Giving niggas head trauma. Bulletproof shield is made of gold armor. Brain surgeon is a virgin to my Persian mind urban. Scientists found killed and wrapped up in curtains. Casualties, flashbacks now sent me back. I attack like a rat, serious as a heart attack. Professor to assassinate a professor. Assassinate your mind state and broke the metal plate. Lyrical Nostradamus, psychotic mind of Saddam. Ex-con, attack the Pentagon with unorthodox firearm from Vietnam. I crucify them like Muslims, murdering Jews from Jerusalem. Now who's the supreme lyricist? You can't seize this. When I die, my name will be worshipped like Jesus. War visual, individual, incriminate the criminal. My culture nickel put holes in your face like dimples.
Wake the fuck up or get broke the fuck up. The wisdom we apply, son, soak this shit up. If it was sex, son, niggas will smoke this shit up. So wake the fuck up or get broke the fuck up.
Brains get unfrozen when they oppose as we unfold. Futuristic scrolls that was prophesied scriptures hitting an untold. I roll with my skull and bones made of solid gold. Skin is closing up, puncture holes with a war Armageddon in my home. Mr. Mind Ruler, mental intruder from the tribe of Judah. Devils disappear like they've been through the Bermuda Triangle. Erupting or resurrect your tracks like volcanoes. Souls that swear to me, I appear the years here for revolution and the burning constitution. Learn from us, came all must return. Observe the facts, delivered by blacks. Soon as we united, the sky cracked. A group of UFOs formed the seven in the heavens. God celebrated Devil's Death Day signal. Jail let loose the criminals. Bystanders died, waiting for miracles we giving you. Wake the fuck up,
yeah, I make your heart thump like cheese stumps. Be cracking concrete chunks, release once the earth shifts. Focal points, cliffs, zero the miss. Killer vocalist, lotus fist blessed with loaded fifths. Golden clips, sides flip like psychotic hicks. And soldier flicks who wrote this shit superior. Minds combine to blow this click. Enterprise like German spies. Keep my eyes on Soviets, they rushing my direction. I'm wetting like a leak bone, freak bones. Seek thrones to call home with freaks bone. To each his own, chromosomes, reclone like chromosomes. Golden chrome, the golden tone champ for rolling bones. Fire zone, blazing hot trails at night, barren fields, side still collaborating on tracks with Bobby Stills, generate a mill, killer be law, killer be killed, know the lads, finally our justice has prevailed.
Wake the fuck up or get broke the fuck up. The wisdom we apply, son, soak this shit up. If it was sex, y'all niggas will smoke this shit up. So wake the fuck up or get broke the fuck
A 43rd conviction, incarcerated in hell for eternity. But my mentality and chemistry made me celestial through the galaxy. Sparks friction generating through evaporation. Too late for meditation, your body is now liquidation. Even your hemoglobin swollen with corrosion, amputated, invaded, physical zone disintegrated. That's when niggas face with fucking with the sons of men. Thrown in the dungeon, I delete 100 men with the golden pen. Forced to intercede with the click from Shaolin, killing devils, scattering the ashes over the sea of the Mediterranean. That's my trademark, PS burnt in my victim's heart. I be that star from afar, illuminating through the dark. Another burning face of death, the initiation of the Mason. 186 Fridays left in the book of Revelation.
Reminiscing about the days, space and hell, the divinity of my mind. Able me to see the technicality of mankind. Let's take a journey behind the closed doors of reality. Open your eyes to the revolution, you'll now escape the blind state of confusion. Trials and tribulations.